Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm going to adjust this a little bit here. I don't like how this is sitting. Yeah. Beauty. All right. Good morning. Titus. What's up? Welcome here. Matt. Hello. Tegan, is that you again with the family? Bartel. I need 2 more paragraphs. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is that all you have to do just for ELA, just 1 paragraph? Or the essay thing? Or what's your ELA homework for the 3 weeks? Oh, good morning, Shalise. Welcome here. Welcome here. Hello, Georgia. And I'm assuming Matt is here as well. Hello, Matt. Hello, let me know if you're here. Why is there an error? What do you mean by that? Hey, Todd, welcome here. Refresh. Hello, Carrie. Welcome to the stream. As you sit beside me. Seriously, like what kind of homework? Like what do you got? What do you got for the 3 weeks? 1 essay or what are you doing? Just a reminder, if you're signed in, let me know if you're here. Let me know in the chat who's here. I wish I could see your usernames, but are you going to stand the entire time? That's my plan, yes. That's my plan. Yeah. I sit a lot, so I don't want to sit the whole time. Trying to be an example of healthy living. You guys should try standing while doing your homework. That could be interesting. Hey, Tyson and Dylan. Welcome here. Hello, Kai. A question. Does anyone know where I'm standing? Can anyone picture where I have my laptop placed right now? Let me know if you can figure it out. Morning, Amy. Welcome here. Did I say hi to Kai already? Hi, Kai. Yeah. 100 points for Kai. No prize, though. You saw Khalid and I being... Yes. Why I waved at you guys? Do you not see me wave? Because it was evening, so you should have been able to see into the house. We have paragraphs for the first 3 days. Then visual. Then visual, picture, dissection, or something for the rest. So really, could be that. Could be something else. Yeah. Interesting. Yes, at the counter. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my trick. Is the connection better today? Are you seeing a clear version of me today than yesterday? Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we saw you. We saw you guys. Good. That's good. I even tested from the sunroom today. I did a little test live stream in the morning, and it looked like it was better, so that's good. Maybe yesterday was just internet was sucky over here. Maybe that's fine. Today's looking better. That's good. Probably because I'm standing. Okay, we're gonna get going at 10:40. So just give a couple of people to trickle in here. So how you guys, how's life at home going? You guys surviving? Doing anything fun? Bad. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, Dylan or Tyson, whoever said that. Why is it going so bad? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and that does get boring after a while. Yeah, fair enough. That's hard not seeing people. That's hard not seeing people. You could just creepily drive or walk by people's houses and look into their windows. Apparently, that's what some people do. Yeah, that's fair. Your eyes will be fried then. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good option, I think. So just a reminder, if you're here, shoot a message on the chat saying that you're here. Shoot a message on the chat that you're here. Guys, this is not homework time. But I respect that at the same time. Similarity between a sphere and a cube, well, they're both objects. That's a similarity. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I meant to say. They are 3D shapes. That's what I meant. Any other homework questions? Hey, you guys have access to a teacher right now. If you have homework questions, this is the time to fire them off, actually. I mean, even look how she used the there. That's a correct usage right there. I am pounding this coffee back. Okay, it's 10:40, so we're gonna jump in. Clearly, there's no more homework questions. Coffee is good. Yes. Yes. Made myself a French press coffee this morning, all the way from Paris. It was very good. All right, so there's a handful of new people here from yesterday. The ones that are new to the live stream here, did you guys end up watching the video yesterday on YouTube? Let me know if you did. And if you don't answer, I just assume you didn't, and that's fine. So if you're here today and you weren't at the live stream like at 10:30 yesterday, let me know if you saw the video yesterday. Then I know that at least you're up to speed on what's going on. I will wait for a couple seconds until I see if the chat is updated. Is the chat updating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, just responded.
Well, that's actually helpful if you are here and you can see the chat. No? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, anyways, yesterday we discussed John 1, what stood out to us from John 1 in the live stream, and then I challenged people to encourage a Christian friend of theirs in their faith, kind of relating to what Andrew did with his brother Simon. And then, hey, Hannah. Oh, new profile this time. Nice. And then also challenged you guys to bless your parents yesterday. So just to start, for those of you who were here yesterday, how did that go? How did the challenges go? Did you were you able to participate in them? As you're typing, and before I see it on the screen, I'll just share how my day went. So I was able to pray for and encourage a friend of mine from a different town or whatever, and so I texted him and told him I was praying for him, and we had a nice texting conversation together, so that was good. And then yesterday we got to went over to my parents' place. Went over to my parents' place and brought Shay with us and had a nice, probably half an hour, 45-minute conversation at their front door because they're in quarantine. So they got to see Shay and we just had a nice conversation with them. So that was good. So no worries, Kai. No worries, you forgot. There'll be lots more opportunities in the days to come. So, and just because you forgot about it doesn't mean you can't still do it today or tomorrow or whatever. So there's lots of options, but that's how kind of I participated in the challenges yesterday. It was good. Georgia, you have thumbs up, so it went well yesterday. Nice. Thanks for the cupcakes, by the way. They're very good. Kyle and Tim also enjoyed some, so that was good. Great. Okay. That's perfect. Okay, so today we're going to discuss John chapter 2. So that was a challenge. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, you guys played Psych yesterday. They were telling us they were very excited about that. Mom and Dad were super pumped about playing Psych, by the way. So that's awesome. Okay, yeah, cool. Right on, Todd. And a note, right? Was there a note that came with the Americano? I think so. I think I saw a picture of it. So well done. Well done. Yeah, it feels good to bless people and encourage people. That it feels like you're spending your time well. So if you're looking for something to do, other than just play video games all the time, that's something you can do. To see how many people you can bless with texts or leaving things at people's doorsteps and that kind of stuff. Mason, I made a card. Yeah, awesome. I saw the cover. It was very good. Okay, so we're going to jump into John chapter 2. Okay, so that was the challenge for today, for this morning, was to have read John chapter 2. We're going through the book of John together. So yesterday was John chapter 1. Today is John chapter 2. So if you read that, then start writing responses about what stood out to you, and I'm going to share mine. And then we'll keep going from that. Okay, so John chapter 2, a shorter chapter than John chapter 1, but talks about the wedding. It's the first miracle that Jesus does, turning water into wine. And then he goes and cleanses the temple. He gets he brings whips and he goes in the temple and drives people out. It's actually pretty intense. And so that's what he does. And so for me, something that stood out to me was verse 5 said this. It's talking about Jesus' mother. He says, his mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells you. And so the servants then obey Jesus, whatever he tells them to do. Verse 11, it's a similar thing. or it kind of all relates a little bit. It says this, the first of his signs Jesus did, which is the water, the wine. This, the first of his signs Jesus did at Cana in Galilee, and manifest his glory, and his disciples believed in him. So that stood out to me, that the disciples saw what Jesus did, and then they believed more. And the people that were filling up the jars of water to turn into wine did what Jesus told them to do, and then they saw what Jesus did. And that, I'm sure that built their faith. And then in verse 22, it says this, when therefore he was raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this. So Jesus said, I'm going to destroy his temple, I'll raise it up, right? And then verse 22 says, when therefore he was raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture and the word that Jesus had spoken. So they saw what Jesus said, and then they saw him rise from the grave, and then they believed in a greater way. And so just the idea of these people seeing Jesus and obeying Jesus, and then their faith growing out of that. And so that was something that stood out to me today when I read this. Actually, I had this yesterday, but anyways. Okay, I'll read you guys. The servants acted with faith. Yes, totally. Like, imagine the servants, someone telling you, fill up these jars, like, without a wine, and then someone tells, okay, you listen to this person. And they're like, who is this person? And he says, fill up with water. And all of a sudden turns to wine. That's, like, pretty intense thing. So the servants actually obeyed and acted with faith. Very cool. Jesus came for the people, not for the fame. He showed his power first to servants, not to to the wedding guests or hosts. Yeah, that's awesome. That's very cool. Yeah, because doesn't it say in there? Yeah, like no one actually finds out other than people that were directly involved. That's actually very cool. So Jesus is like that's a very neat thing. He knew that it wasn't his time to go really public, because he says that his hour had not yet come to his mom, right? And then, yeah, that's a really neat thing. We would think that he would want to go to the rooftops and then do a massive miracle so everyone could see, but he had a different idea. That's very neat. Yeah, Jesus knows what is in each person. Yeah, totally. Yeah, he says he did not entrust himself to people because he knew it was in each person. Yeah. So he knows our hearts, the good, the bad, the great, the ugly. He knows what's in our hearts. He knows in our minds. And so he knows that. Yeah, very cool. One thing that stood to me was that Jesus cared about small things too. This man was out of wine, and Jesus used power to do miracle. Yeah, totally. Yeah. He cares about the small things. Yeah, just providing more wine for a celebration, right? For a party. You know, Jesus actually likes it when we enjoy each other's company and we have fun together. And now I'm not saying he enjoys it when we get drunk, but I'm saying that, yeah, he likes when his people come together and celebrate. That's definitely not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, and he cares about the small things. Yeah. It was cool when he said that he would rebuild a temple in 3 days. He actually meant his body. Yeah, totally. Even just imagine, like, the Pharisees and the scribes, and who was he talking to there? Yeah, people in the temple, right? They must have been very confused. Like, you're going to rebuild this temple? That doesn't make any sense. It took 46 years to build this, and you're going to do it in 3 days. You're crazy, right? That would have been a crazy thing, because no one was thinking that he was thinking, I'm going to die and rise from the grave, and I am actually the temple. That's actually interesting, right? We talked about it at Youth on Monday, right? Jesus is saying, I am actually a temple, because I am God, right? I'm the presence of God. It's just like we're kind of little temples now, tabernacles, so we talked about on Monday. So Kai, way to bring it back to Monday night. That's twice you've had bonus points already this morning. So you're on fire, which is good. Any other comments from John 2, for those of you who read it in the past day? I will wait just a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to bring the challenge from John 2 for today. Is anybody commenting? Okay. I'm assuming no one's commenting. All right. It's nice I have Carrie beside me here. She's on her phone, so she gets the updated chat. Well, I have to wait to see you guys chat on my screen. It actually works out really nice. And Shay is still napping, so she's rocking it. Okay, so what we've been doing is we go through we have 3 challenges that we're doing. Okay, just going to reiterate. We have 3 challenges that we're doing. The first challenge is we read a chapter of John together. So if you're first time doing this, then we've read John 1 or John 2. And so that could be something you do today as well, is to catch up and read those first 2 chapters. And so the first challenge for today, right, will be reading John 3 for tomorrow morning. So we'll be meeting at 10:30 again tomorrow morning, and we'll be discussing John 3. So have that read and prepared to share on the chat what's out to. So John 3 is for tomorrow, okay? And so if you're here, that's something you can do. John 1, 2, and 3 for tomorrow morning at 10:30. And so the second challenge for today comes out of John 2. So something that I found interesting was that these people, so the servants who acted in faith, the disciples who saw his miracle, they witnessed him rise from the grave, right? And they realized what he was talking about in the temple. And so one thing I realized, these people were in positions in their life to see Jesus move. They were in positions in their life to see Jesus move, right? The servants obeyed Jesus and they saw a miracle. The disciples followed Jesus, right? And they came with him to the wedding and they saw a miracle, right? The disciples were with him in the temple. They followed him to the temple. Then they heard him say this. And when he rose from the grave, they realized that. And then, hey, this is what he said he was going to do. And their faith grew. So there's a theme in this, is that when we follow Jesus, when we obey him, we put ourselves in a position to see him actually move in our life. And when we see him move in our life, it actually grows our faith, grows our belief in him. Okay, that's what happened to the disciples here. And so your challenge today is actually quite open-ended. So here's a challenge from John chapter 2. Your challenge is to ask Jesus ask Jesus for one step of obedience that you can take today. So how can you obey Jesus today? So these people were put in positions where they were following and obeying Jesus and they saw him move. And something we need to regularly do in our lives is ask Jesus, hey, what do you want to say about my day today? How can I obey you today? Is there a step of faith you have for me today? Man, if we would regularly take those steps of obedience that Jesus has for us, I can guarantee you that you will grow in your faith. You know why I know that? Because we're going to read this further on in a couple weeks. But in John 14, verse 21 says this: whoever has my commandments and keeps them, he it is who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him. So basically what he's saying is, if you know what you're supposed to do and you do it, you will have a greater experience of me in your life. Because manifest means to appear. So it says that you'll actually be able to experience more of Jesus, more of his love for you. It doesn't mean he's going to love you more. His love for you isn't going to be more all of a sudden, but your experience of it's going to change, and there's going to be a greater relationship there. And so we're going to read that more in John 14 in those chapters. But so that's your challenge for today. Asking God, what's a step of obedience that I can take today? How can I obey you today? Maybe there's a step that you have that you know you need to do. You know you felt that prompting to do that for a while now. Maybe today's the day where you take that step. Or maybe maybe you're like completely clean. You're going to go before him and say, okay, Jesus, like, what do you want me to do today? Okay. So that's your step for today. That's your challenge. So it's really up to you and Jesus. Okay. So it's up to you to do this challenge if you want. Okay. So that's challenge 2. So 1 is read chapter 3 for tomorrow. Okay. By 10:30. And then challenge 2 is to ask God, how can you obey him today? Okay. How can you obey him today? That's number 2. Number 3 challenge is, number 3 challenge, completely unrelated to John chapter 2. So that's what we're doing. We're doing read a chapter, challenge in the chapter, and then a challenge unrelated to the chapter. It could be related still, but like unrelated. So here's the challenge number 3. I want to challenge you guys to use your time well today. Okay, so I want to challenge you guys to spend at least 20 minutes, at least. Okay, and it's not like a legalism thing. That's just my challenge. Okay, at least 20 minutes by yourself in worship. Okay, by yourself, like all alone where you cannot be interrupted, and spend 20 minutes at least in worship. Okay? That's my challenge. All right, so we have an incredible opportunity to spend a ton of time with Almighty God over the next couple of weeks. Because first of all, you guys said you're bored, you're at home, there's nothing to do. Man, you have a ton of time to invest into your relationship with Jesus. So spend at least 20 minutes of time in worship today with your King. Okay, that's my challenge. Now, I've helped you. I've added a couple. Did it nice, awesome, Matt. Okay, do it again. Yeah, totally. Because now the challenge actually resets itself. So do it again. Okay. All right. So I've helped you out a little bit. I've made a worship playlist on my YouTube account. Okay. So if you don't know what to listen to, I put up like 20 songs on my account, on my Nick Reimer account, whatever. So you can go through those if you want. There's a link to my playlist in the description below of this live stream. So you just go to my account, Nick Reimer, and then there's that. And then there's also, I made a Spotify playlist of worship songs. So there's like 70 songs on there. So I would ask that you would, if you go to my username is reimernick. Okay. And it's in the link below or in the description below. I put a little, my username, everything, reimernick. And the worship playlist is called Worship Playlist. So pretty original, but I thought I got the point across in a kind of a hip way, so that's cool. And so reimernick is my username for Spotify. Worship Playlist is my playlist for whatever. And if you go exploring my account, you'll find a lot of weird artists on there like that I'm following. So my account got hacked a couple weeks ago, and so they like followed a ton of things on my account. So if you see like 80 some people that I'm following, I think I'm actually following 3 of those. Okay, so if you're like, man, Nick listens to a lot of weird music, I actually don't. I just got hacked. Okay, and so I've actually taken some precautions, and I think it's fixed now. I removed it this morning, all those things. So it might be there, might not be there, but it should be gone eventually. So anyways, if you have any questions about that, don't judge me. I got hacked. Okay, so that's fun. Anyway, so worship playlist on my Spotify account, reimernick. Okay, it's all in the description below, and I have a playlist on my YouTube. You don't have to use this. I just wanted to give you guys, like, maybe you're like, I don't even know where to find worship music. I just sent you guys a bunch of stuff, and so you can use that. So yeah, John 3, ask for step of obedience, worship for at least 20 minutes. I've provided music for you if you want. You can have your own. I'm great if you have your own. So that's the challenge. Those are the challenges for today. Okay. I hope you guys are, I hope yesterday was a blessing for those of you guys who did the challenges. If you want to do the challenges from yesterday, you're allowed to do that. Like, you don't have to not bless people today because it wasn't a challenge. Okay. But feel free to do that as well. Yeah, you're sweet. Okay. You guys are so sweet. I want to pray for you guys, and then I'm just going to chill for a little bit longer if you guys want, just to have some chatting with people. I don't know. That could be hard for you guys, right? So I'm going to pray for you. That's why I want to finish off all these little hangouts. Is I want to pray for you guys for this challenge and for your days, and then the live stream will end shortly after. But I might just stay here for a bit and just chat and hang out and whatever, see what happens. So let me pray for you. If there's any questions too, shoot on the message or on the chat stream, or you can YouTube me, or you can Instagram message Carrie, whatever. Just any questions, that's fair. And then also Q&A on the YouTube page as well, but I think you guys know that. So hopefully I'll be posting a video either today or tomorrow on what about the people who have never heard the gospel of Jesus? What happens to them if they never heard about Jesus? So I'm going to answer that question on YouTube either today or tomorrow. So it's a good question. Anyways, let me pray for you guys for today, and then I'll just hang out a little longer. So let me pray. Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you for your love for us, Jesus. Thank you that you're with us, and we get the opportunity to spend time with you in your word and prayer. We get the opportunity to bless people, to love people. Lord, we thank you for the fact that you saved us and rescued us. I pray for everyone here in the stream, Jesus. I pray that you would fill us today with your spirit. Lord, I pray that as we engage in these challenges, Lord, that you would speak to us, Lord, that we'd be able to take steps of faith, take steps of obedience, God, that we'd be able to spend time in worship, or that we'd make the time to get alone with you. And Lord, that it'd be genuine, and we'd be able to just worship you with our hearts, God. And I pray that it would just be a time where we can just get our eyes off ourselves and onto you. Lord, I pray for these students. I pray that you would be with them today, Lord. I pray that you would help them to use their time well, whether that's getting homework done or connecting with family or whatever it might be. Lord, I pray that, they would not waste their days away, Lord, but they would use their time well. And God, I pray that they would just encounter you and grow in their faith, grow in their love for you more and more. And Jesus, that you would just become every day their everything. And that would become really real to them over this break. Lord, we praise you, we thank you. In your name, Jesus, I pray. Amen. Okay, so that's all the stuff I have for y'all. You guys are totally welcome to hang out on here for a bit. Actually, I think that'd be great. But, so yes, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, then I'll keep drinking my coffee. So, see, and I did stand up here the whole time. I can't feel my legs, they're numb, but it's fine. That's not true. Yeah, no problem, Hannah. Does anyone have any plans for today? Like anything with family going on, or, any plans? Best part, John Shu. I have no idea what that means, Titus. So please explain it to me if you can. Yeah, I think it's quite an impressive task today. Homework for sure. Titus, what is it? Are you still here? What is John Shu? Bring some clarity to me, please. Probably some gardening. I bet you know what? What do you guys think? Anyone here a gardener? Like really into gardening? That's something we have a desire for at this household, is to get into gardening. Carrie's giving me a fist pump. You want to come?
What we're doing.
Go on. That was the way you said accidentally instead of shoe. Oh, well. Thanks, man.
Just who says who's gardening?
School. Hannah's got school up today. Hey, that's fair. It's a school day, I guess.
Who's gardening?
She said probably some gardening.
Oh yeah, Georgia.
Oh, she's probably gonna do gardening. Oh, I am so confused. She's asking what she's doing in her day. I get it now. I thought she was trying to answer the question of John Shu.
I kill plants.
Probably some gardening.
Well, people tell us your hints. How do I garden?
Yeah, what's the best way to garden?
Do we have to start them off in like little plants right now? Because everyone has them on their windowsills, and I feel like, I should be doing something like that. Is that what you people do? Or you plant them with little seeds in the ground outside in May or June or whatever?
Isn't that what people do? Isn't that a normal thing to do that?
The seeds in June?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because I see like everyone on Instagram has their little
You have your phone here.
plants in their windowsills. You should do that, probably. I don't know. We should be getting seeds, I guess.
The chat. Live chat.
I don't think yours is that fine. Georgia doesn't try very hard. But Hannah, she gardens to an extent, so maybe she can help us.
There we go. Oh, especially like UV light.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hannah, you're serious about this. Okay, you're going to be my go-to for questions. Okay, so we should start. We should get serious about this.
To extent.
Okay.
Titus, I feel like you're a gardener. Matt, do you garden? Who else is here?
Oh, we're going to pre-plant some plants today. We should do that this week. That'll be fun.
That sounds very fun. Find the plants from a greenhouse is the easiest.
Yeah, that's true. I like that, Titus. but it feels less hardcore. Like it feels like,
I think the easiest way is probably buying the plants in the superstore after they've already grown, and you get your cucumbers that way.
Yeah.
That's less fun.
Like just
That
buying
was a
the
joke,
wrapped
yeah.
cucumbers. Oh, that's what Titus just said.
We don't use a UV light.
You know what? It helps. I think I could really like gardening, like your mom, Hannah, but I haven't had great success. So
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. First, put them on a heated mat until they come up, and then put them on a light.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
Oh man, I feel like I'm having flashbacks to biology class, growing bean plants. It's actually pretty
I
good.
don't know. That's intense. You're on top chat. Oh, you're on chat.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
Matt, are you doing any more renos in your house? Are you helping your dad with that at all over the break?
Kills.
She's doing fine. She's fine. Her Matt's not here.
You left.
Matt's gone. What are you doing today? Are you guys renovating your house? Or not renovating? And put a cover over them while they're on the mat. Hey, I watched my mom garden.
Oh yeah, that makes sense to me.
That's smart.
Okay,
I never
Hannah.
watched my mom garden. 5
points for Hannah. Imaginary stars, I don't know. This is helpful. This is what people do. Okay. We're going gardening this week. Be good.
We can't bite off more than we can chew, though.
No, I know, but what plants do people plant beforehand and which plants don't you plant beforehand?
Hannah, what's the deal?
Yeah. Do you plant all of them beforehand?
Matt's not here anymore, I don't think. Or he's ignoring me.
No, sorry.
That hurts a little bit.
Okay, this is becoming to a garden questionnaire. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, this is, if you want any, this new YouTube page is about how to garden. The don'ts of gardening. Watch us garden. You get the don'ts of gardening.
That's true.
Whatever you do, don't do the opposite. I don't think so. Most of them, I think. It doesn't seem to matter according to Hannah.
Okay. Give it a little shade, they do.
Nice. We'll bring flowers will bloom faster. Kind of depends, I think. Okay. Gary's just gonna bring Shay out for a little crowd pleaser. Guys, that's not the first time you've posted that. Titus, what are you doing today?
Say hi to the people.
You just started a garden show. Oh yeah. I can hold her to get higher.
She's waking up from a nap. Hi to the people.
Here we go.
Waking up from naps are very hard for little people. She gives you a little wave. Oh, and she's out. Just kidding, maybe she's not done right now.
And this is how you parent.
What up?
You guys know.
Okay, I guess she wasn't done her nap. Oops.
Yeah, no one really wants to see us, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it like that.
We'll just keep looking to see it. They don't need to see your face. You're just chilling like a villain. She definitely says hi back, Shalise.
She
can
says
totally
hi.
talk right now.
Yeah, that's something that she's grown in the last couple weeks since you guys saw her last. She can talk.
Mm-hmm.
She can beat me in an arm wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive.
She can make all sorts of noises.
Yeah.
You not quite did nothing. You've been for so long. Okay.
I can hold her up here.
I'm not doing much.
Oh.
I guess I should put her back down.
No, I'll take it for a bit. Give her a little more.
She just
screen
approved.
time.
I wish you guys could smell her right now.
There you
Smell of present.
And I can see her. Oh, she kind of curling up like a little ball.
We're still working on how to hold our baby.
She's a little bit shy. She doesn't want to
Yeah.
put her hand in face.
She's really, trying to be.
There we go. Let's give her nice and high. Carries out. Carries out. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does smell a bit, that's for sure. Okay, people, it's been fun. Here's a little share time. Encourage you guys. Have a good day today. Use your time well. Be a blessing to the people around you. Take advantage of this opportunity in your life. Praying for you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10:30, John 3. Have a good day.